That wasn't that bad.
So hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today we have another really special guest. You guys have seen her before on our mukbang, and I'm going to include that video down below if you want to go watch it again. But today we're going to do a business edition truth or shot, because I was watching some of the videos and there's a lot of truth or shot videos, but there's no business edition. So for Jasmin services, we wanted to incorporate something, you know, with business edition, and also because she's starting a YouTube channel. So, this is kind of her second video on, it is her second video on YouTube. So welcome her so she can start her YouTube channel and subscribe to her. And we're gonna go ahead and get started. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, our platform. So we're gonna leave a link down below. So the first question we got was, what is the most money that you have made on social media? So you wanna take a shot or you wanna answer that?
I can answer, but I wouldn't say I make my money off social media. I don't make my money off social media. I make my money off of like my services and my website for selling my products. So I think most money I made was last year. And I think it was over like $1,500.
Damn. Oh, was that the lipstick order?
You know, baby steps. That was a lot for some lip glosses.
That's a lot, yeah.
So, but you know, you just put it back into the business.
Oh, that's really good. The most money that I have made off social media, you made more than me then, because the most money that I've made off social media has been probably $500 for a website. So.
Oh, I thought you meant all together.
That was all together, right? Like that lipstick order was all together.
No, I mean like all together with like all the orders.
Oh, I mean,
things like that.
Okay, that still counts though. Those are your lipsticks.
Yeah.
Okay, that still counts.
No, so like, okay.
I mean, it still counts. It counts, okay? It counts.
If you're talking about like biggest amount like in one order, then I would probably say like 45? No, in one order with services and everything, I would probably say like $83.
Okay. That's still really good. That's still really good. Okay. So the second question we got was, what insecurities do you have when it comes to your business?
I didn't even think about it.
I know.
So I'll take a shot.
Okay, shot. We're both taking a shot for this one. So I'm gonna take a shot, but I actually do want to answer it. Some insecurities when it comes to my business. I'm doing both, but some insecurities. I know. I just want to drink. The little emoji. I know, the little emoji with the tongue out. But some insecurities.
I like how you supposed. Oh wait, I'm supposed to.
Oh wait, you're supposed to take the shot.
Look, that person already got to me.
I know. So we took a shot before we started because I was a little bit nervous.
I didn't eat.
Oh, you didn't? I didn't eat either. My lunch is literally right there, and I was supposed to eat before this. But no, some insecurities I would say for me are learning that I am good enough for my job, because I feel like either like a lot of clients that I meet or a lot of people that I still meet or a lot of entrepreneurs, like that's the first thing they say is like, oh, I'm not good enough. I'm like that was my first struggle, was learning that I was good enough for my job, because of course there's 500 other like marketing specialists out there, but you really have to believe that you have some kind of knowledge that you're still teaching people, and that's still worth that.
Okay, so I can piggyback off that one. I can agree with that one, because everybody always gets in their head about where there's so many other people out here who does this exactly like me. But you have to figure out and you have to decide what sets you apart from other people who are doing it, because there's so many people doing it. That's the thing. That means the market is wanted.
It's already oversaturated, but
like people want it. But that's the thing, the market is wanted. That's why there's so many people doing it. There's so many people buying these things. So why like go ahead and do it?
Go ahead and do it, but then make yourself stand out. And that's where you know, being consistent pays off. But shot for that.
Okay.
Okay, the next question we got was, what have you failed at your business? Or have you failed something at your business? And if so, how did it happen?
Yes.
I have.
Yeah, making lip gloss. But it turned into a really good thing when I had messed up though.
How?
Because I put way too much of one ingredient in the batch at one point. And this was before that I had really wrote down like my measurements and things like that. So I put way too much of an ingredient in a batch, and it turned out actually really good. And so now I'm using that to create a new product.
Okay, good job. Yeah. That was really, really good.
Yeah.
See? I feel like when you fail, you always learn something out of it. Yeah. So I always like to tell like this little, I guess, story or thing. But when I first started my business, she was actually the one that told me like, you got to switch up your content, because if you guys didn't know, before I even rebranded into a social media and marketing company, I actually did translation services. So I was specializing a little bit more in translating, doing interpretation services for the Hispanic community. And every day I would post a new word or a new letter in Spanish, but I really wasn't posting anything new because I was posting the same numbers 1 through 10, or I think it was like the same alphabet. And so she told me like, hey, you got to switch up your content. So definitely something I failed at, but I learned from it, because I learned that you can't always be promoting or posting your business all the time. You have to be posting something more educational, behind the scenes. That way you can grow your business. Because again, you don't want to be promoting 24/7, because that's the easiest way to lose followers and lose clients. So
like straight from your mouth, you can't say bye.
Yeah. Yep.
They don't want to hear that. People don't like to spend money.
Yep. And I was gonna say one thing out of this: you need friends that make you better. So shout out to Shy.
Shout out to Jazz.
Shout out to Shy. Okay, you need friends to make you better. No, thank you. Okay. So the next question we got, and this is no shade, no tea. I think we just wanna talk.
Lots of shade.
I want to talk about it because I think other people can learn about it. I think other people can learn from our stories of our worst client experience. So if you want to take a shot and you don't want to talk about it, go ahead. But I do want to share my worst client experience. I'm gonna take a shot because I'm not gonna tell the whole story. So does that count?
Half a shot.
Yeah, half a shot. Half a shot.
All right, you go first.
Okay, are you gonna tell your story?
I'll tell my story. You go first.
Okay. So the worst client experience for me was probably recently, and I just told her about this. I just called her a few days ago, but I had a client that, and this is really important because this taught me to start making contracts and start just being a little bit more professional and less lenient with clients. And it's not a bad thing when you're lenient when you're beginning, but I think it's more so to protect your peace of mind and to protect your time. Because, for example, like this client came to me, and short story, she wanted a website, she wasn't ready, which is totally fine. But you shouldn't go to a business and tell them that you're ready, and make them make documents for them to cancel later. So this client came to me, wanted a website. I made an invoice not only 2 times, but 3 times. I should have known the 3rd time not to make it again, and I had to cancel it. And the only reason that, again, it doesn't really hurt me, and I'm not complaining because I learned from it, but the only thing I didn't like about this experience was that I had to make the invoice 3 times. So 1, that's a waste of my time, and 2, that's a waste of, and I feel like I'm a little bit OCD, but that's a waste of my invoice numbers, because now I got 3 invoices that I have to explain because a client made me make them again. So just an experience to go through and that you learn through that. Always make sure that you get a contract signed first before you even send an invoice out, because it could save you time, it could save you phone calls, and it can just save you the conversations, I had with her, because she called me 3 times, she emailed me again. And at that point, you don't even want to work with a customer like that when they're almost like threatening you to get a service. So I learned from it, but that was my experience. What about you?
I was here trying to see which one I'm gonna pick. Because there'd be some funny, but like, I can't believe that just happened.
Yes.
All right. So I had this client. And I was waxing, and she was like, "Oh my God, girl, I think I'm about to fart." And I sat there for a little bit, and I was like, I swear to God, she better not fart. I was doing the butt strip, and I was like, I promise you, I swear she better not fart. Like, she better not. Like, I don't like.
Yeah. What did you even say?
It's just like, I mean, I understand it if you gotta let it loose. Sometimes it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do, but don't fart in my face.
Ew,
like,
that's
please
nasty.
don't do that. So like, I really appreciate that she was like, okay, yeah, I think I gotta fart. So I was like able to like back up. And I was like, if you gotta do it, then you gotta do it. So I was like, I'm gonna wait. And she was like, no, I think it's gonna come out when you pull the strip. And I'm like, so now I don't want to pull your strip. I was like, so you want me to pull the strip and then you're gonna fart in my face and I'm pulling the strip? I'm like, okay. So I'm like, all right. She was like, I'm gonna try not to. So I'm like, okay. So I pulled the strip and she didn't fart. And I was like, thank God. But then I walked away and then she farted when I walked away.
Even when you came back, spray the room.
I was just like, you know, I just kept going. I mean, I just keep going. I was just like,
ew.
Okay.
Ew.
But yeah, no, I really hope she don't see this. And if she see this, I'm sorry, boo.
It happens.
I'm sorry. It happens.
Life's
It's natural.
It's natural.
It's natural.
You know?
But your Brazilian was nice.
Yeah. So another question we got was, if we could go back and do it the same, start a business all over again, would you do it the same?
No.
No. Same. Same.
No. I would start way earlier.
Same.
I would start way early because I always wanted to do it, but I let family members and other people get in my head and tell me not to do it and tell me like, oh, like you're not gonna succeed, you're not gonna make the money to do it. Like just go ahead and go to college and do like what you said you wanted to do in college. And I'm just like, no. And I should just did it straight out of high school like I wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah. Same. But I honestly, I don't know if I ever told you the story before, but I think I told Matt. I told Matt, but. So 4 years ago when I started, I think it was 2018 when I started working at WorldPay, I had like this like almost like vision, like I wanted to become like somebody that could sell stuff online. And it's crazy because now it's like 2022 and 4 years later I'm being a marketing specialist. So like you said, I think I wish I would have started sooner, but it's so crazy because I always think back to that moment. I'm like, damn, like I really saw my career 4 years ago, but I didn't go for it because back at the time, like I was so scared of like what people are gonna think, you know, how are you gonna quit your job? Like how are you gonna do it? How do you even get clients from social media? And now learning about it and becoming like learning about it through marketing, like I'm like, there is so much money to be made on social media. You just have to learn how to do it. So definitely, I wish I would have started sooner, and I wish that I would have. Ooh, another good one is I wish I would have waited to get my LLC. I wish I would have waited. I wish I would have waited a little bit. I'm not saying it was a bad thing, but I think that if I could go back, I would have just waited a little bit because I think how my company name started, it's a really good name, but I could have been a little bit more strategic with it. So I would have gone back and fixed that, but now, because I've already built the platform in the community. And there's another little tip if you didn't know, but if you have an LLC, you can actually change the name that you're doing business as. And that's something that I actually learned from my boyfriend, from some other business entrepreneurs. But that's why I say like nothing is ever a mistake because everything has gotten you to the point where you are. And I feel like, you know, everything happens for a reason. So, and you always learn something. Yeah, you always learn something out of it. So I think now I'm just gonna change my like name, like operating as, but I learned something out of it. So if that's something that I could give you guys as a tip is just think about the name and don't always use your name right away. I know everybody wants to use your name, but use your name in a catchy way because the only thing I regret was using kind of services because I wish I kind of went back and, you know, change it to like Jasmin something else. But that's the only tip I would give is just think about your name.
Look at her dropping gems.
Yeah, just think about your name really, really clearly and think about it before you get the LLC because like I said, it's not a bad thing if you register it as a name because you can always change it as a name operating as, but if you want to be a little bit more strategic, that's a really good tip is to really think about it and come up with something catchy. Yeah, and I like her name. Her name is really creative, so
it's not so shy.
When she makes up her YouTube channel, you should make a video about that. Is what your name means. Yeah, that would be a really good video. Yeah. Let her know down below if she needs to make that video. I think we went over all the questions you guys asked us. This was really fun to make. Yeah, I hope we can make a part 2.
We didn't take that shot.
I know. we need to take that second shot. Let's end off this video. So shout out to Moonshine. We got this from Tennessee. There's a peach moonshine. My boyfriend actually got me hit and addicted to moonshine. I never liked moonshine before.
It's that strawberries and cream one.
That's strawberries and cream one.
You drink that one day. I said, oh my God.
We went to Tennessee and we got oh yeah, that was a really small shot. You want more? But we got.
Hear me say I didn't eat.
I know she did not eat. I didn't eat either. So But no, we got the strawberries and cream moonshine. It was really good. No, actually, before that, it was that coffee one.
No, the butter pecan.
Yes. We got a butter pecan moonshine. Every time she would come over to my house, I would be like, so I got this moonshine.
She said you could put it in coffee.
The lady said you could put it in your coffee. So I would put like a little shot of my coffee every day. That was dangerous. Don't know. That was dangerous. Don't get that moonshine.
And that's why she get her work done.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on my channel. Thank you for doing this video. This was really fun.
Thank you for having me.
Let us know down below if we should do a part 2 on her channel. Let us know down below. Her channel's coming soon, so.
It is. Oh, do the thing you do with your shot.
Oh, yeah. Pa arriba.
Hold on. Pa arriba.
Pa arriba.
Pa arriba.
Pa abajo.
Abajo.
Pa dentro.
Pa dentro.
Pa el centro.
Pa centro. That was good. That was good.
That was really good. The more shots it take, the less it takes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much to Not So Shy for coming on our channel. If we should do a part 2, let us know down below. This was really fun to film. Thank you guys for being on our channel, and I will see you guys in the future. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you guys.